Hello, I welcome you to today's lesson. My name is Paul Williams Ofori. Today we have science for basic 6. Science for basic 6. It doesn't mean only those in basic 6 are supposed to be part of this lesson. If you are not in basic 6, you are supposed to be part of today's lesson. Because the things that we are learning or we are going to learn today, you'll be taught by your class teacher one day. So take your time, pay attention. Now, what is the topic for today? The topic for today is interactions in an ecosystem and the effect on humans. Let me read it again. Interactions in an ecosystem and the effects on humans. So today's lesson is about the ecosystem. The ecosystem. The kind of interactions that take place in the ecosystem and the effects of these interactions on humans. So that is what today we are going to look at. Okay, let's look at the key words. The first one is biotic. Biotic. So biotic, we are talking about living things in an environment. Living things in an environment. So living things, we can talk of human beings, we can talk of animals, we can talk of plants. These are all biotic things or living things. The next one is abiotic. Abiotic refers to non-living things, things that do not have life. So in the environment, there are some things that do not have life, but they are parts of the environment. Okay, the next one is play. Play. So in the forest, you see snake chasing grasshopper. Grasshopper is a play. Snake is a predator. So a prey is an animal that is being chased, that is being hunted, or that is being eaten by other animals. So all the time the prey suffers in the hands of the predator. Tiger, lion, when they meet other animals, they kill them. These animals that are killed, these animals that are injured, they are the prey. The next word is predator. So the animals that chases other animals, the animals that kills other animals, the animals that eat the flesh of other animals, they are called predators or predator. So predator is an animal that kills other animals for food. Okay, so prey suffers in the hands of a predator. Predator also makes sure prey is what is killed. So they kill them. Predators kill prey for food. Prey also run away from predators because they know they will be killed by them. The next one is environment. So environment, we are talking about the things that are around us. The things that are around us. So we've seen the keywords: biotic, abiotic, prey, predator, and then we have environment. Now let's continue. An ecosystem is the interaction between living things. Living things means biotic, and non-living things. Non-living things means abiotic in an environment. Living things like humans, plants, and animals interact with one another. Humans feed on plants and animals animals feed on plants and other animals. Living things cannot survive without the environment, which is made up of the soil, water, air, sun, and others. So we are talking about the environment. We are saying that the environment is made up of two things: the living things and non-living things. The living things are called biotic things, and non-living things are called abiotic. So abiotic and biotic, they come together to form the environment. So when you talk of the abiotic things, we are talking about things that do not have life. So the sun is one, the soil, the air, the water, they are parts of the environment. They do not have life, so they are abiotic. Then we have biotic. We are talking about human beings, we are talking about plants, we are talking about animals, because they have life. So the living things and non-living things come together. They interact with one another in an ecosystem. So when you talk of ecosystem, we are talking about the interaction between living things and non-living things in an environment. So every environment, you find things that have life and things that do not have life. So the things that have life depend on the things that do not have life. For example, animals in the forest, they drink water. Without water, they will die. So they depend on water. Animals are living things. Water is a non-living thing. Animals breathe air. Without air, they will die. So living things depend on non-living things. They all are all in what? The same place. They are all in the same what? Place or area. So when you talk of environment, we are talking about things that are around us, and the things that are around us are made up of living things and non-living things. The interaction between the living things and non-living things is what we call the ecosystem. Very good. Now let's continue. We have types of ecosystem. We have 1, forest ecosystem. 2, small bush ecosystem. 3, we have pond ecosystem. We have 4 here, grassland ecosystem, and then 5, we have desert ecosystem. In fact, the types are many. There are more than these, but we are restricting ourselves to only these ones. Now let's look at what the forest ecosystem is. This type of ecosystem consists of trees, animals, and microorganisms with non-living things in the environment, such as the sun, soil, water, air, and the rest. In the forest ecosystem, the plants survive because of air, water, soil, and the sun. The living things depend on non-living things to survive. Living things also depend on each other for survival. Some examples, some animals feed on other animals and plants. So now this is forest ecosystem. So in the forest, we can find trees, we can find other living things, animals. We can find trees, we can find animals. The animals, they feed on plants. After that, they drink water. After that, they breathe in, they breathe out. They need the sun too. Have you seen it? So, in the forest, we have living things and non-living things. The living things depend on non-living things. And at the same time, living things depend on other living things. Some of the animals in the forest, they don't eat plants. They eat other animals. So living thing depending on other living thing for survival. Some also eat plants. Some also, at the same time, they eat plants and they eat the flesh of other animals. So this is a forest ecosystem. We can find biotic things and abiotic things. Things that have life and things that do not have life. Okay, so that is that. Forest ecosystem. Living things depend on non-living things for survival. We have seen examples of living things. Plants, animals, they are all in the forest. They cannot survive on their own unless there are other things available, other things like air, other things like water, other things like the sun, other things like the soil. these things that I mentioned, they are non-living things, but without them, the living things cannot survive. Okay. The next one is pond ecosystem. So this is pond. This is pond. So here you see animals in the pond, plants in the pond. All these are found in the pond. So in the pond we have water. Water is what? Non-living thing. In the pond we have stones. They are non-living things. Even the animals in the water, they breathe in oxygen. So this animal also uses what? Water. Water is non-living thing. Okay, so let's look at the interaction here. So in this type of ecosystem, living things in the pond like frogs, fish, earthworms, and plants interact and depend on non-living things for survival. Some non-living things in the pond are water, soil, and air. So in the pond we have water, soil, and air. They are non-living things, and they are there to be used by the living things. The living things, we are talking about animals, we are talking about plants, and some of the animals, we have fish, we have frogs, we have earthworms. They are all in the pond, and they need water, they need the soil, they need air. So they depend on them for survival. Let's come to the next one, grassland ecosystem. So this is grassland ecosystem. It is an ecosystem that is dominated by grass. Animals like insects, birds, antelopes, and others are common in this ecosystem. Birds feed on ants. Grass cutters feed on grass. And grass also depend on soil, air, sun, and water. There is an interaction and interdependencies between living and non-living things. So when you come here, you see trees, you see grass, we see animals. The animals depend on other animals. At the same time, they depend on the grass, they depend on plants. Plants also survive because of air. They survive because of water. They survive because of soil. So you see, they all depend on themselves. Okay, so that is that. Now let's look at this. Effect of interactions on living things in an ecosystem. So the interactions that happened, what are the effects? We are going to look at the effects. One living thing depending on another living thing, or one living thing depending on other non-living thing. What are the effects of these interactions in the ecosystem? So now, effect of interactions on living things in an ecosystem. So living things, we are not talking about only human beings, we are talking about plants, we are talking about animals. So the interactions that happens in the ecosystem, what are the effects of these interactions on living things? Now let's look at them. In the interaction between living things and non-living things may affect the quality of the ecosystem. Some activities in the ecosystem endanger other living things and also affect the quality of non-living things. Some of the activities are as follows. The first one is hunting. So you take your gun, you take your tools, you go to the forest, you go to places where animals are, you kill them. So if you do that, the interaction, the effect is that some of the animals will die. The effect of the interaction between you and the animal is what? Death. The animal will die. So the population will what? Reduce. Okay, let me read out this one. The work of hunters reduces the population of animals in the ecosystem. Some animals are injured and some are also hunted down. And this creates an imbalance in the ecosystem. Hunting can take place in the forest ecosystem and grassland ecosystem. So where people go kill these animals in the forest with a gun and other tools. If you do that, you are reducing the population of animals in the forest or in this ecosystem. Okay, so I'll show you a video about this, don't worry. Let's come to the next one, farming. Yes, so in the forest ecosystem, plants cover the soil and provide shade for smaller animals in the forest. In farming, these plants are cut down, chopped and burned. These farming activities kill plants, animals, and also expose the soil to direct sunlight. So let's look at this here. You can see that this side has been cleared. All the trees here, all the plants here have been cleared. They have been chopped, dried and burnt. So you can see this side is clear for farming. What happens is that the interaction here, now all the trees are no more here. The animals that used to stay here, they are no more here. During burning, there are some tiny animals that will be affected. So you see, farming activities also has effects on living things in the forest, in other ecosystems. Okay. And one thing that you should know is that the soil is an unliving thing, but farming activities has effects on the soil, because when the trees are cut down, the soil becomes exposed at the mercies of the sun and the weather. So anytime it rains, it washes away the soil. It carries the topsoil, and this is one of the effects. Okay, the next one is predation. It is a biological interaction where one animal, that's the predator, hunts, kills and eats other animal, that's the prey. When predator hunts the prey for food, the population of the prey reduces. Predators or predation can take place in the forest ecosystem. So let's look at this. This animal and this animal. What animal is this? What do you see here? Is it leopard, tiger, lion? This is tiger, right? What animal is this? Antelope. Okay, so which of them is running away and which of them is also trying to catch the other? So you can see that this animal, the tiger here, is running after the antelope. It wants to catch the antelope. So this animal is the predator. This is the prey. The prey is the animal that is being chased, the animal that is being eaten by the predator. And predators are animals that kill, animals that eat other animals. Okay. So we've seen that the interaction in the ecosystem on living things is that it reduces the population of living things. For example, all the antelope, the tiger can kill all of them, so the population will reduce every day. Assuming every day one antelope is being killed by the predator, do you think the population will increase? No, their number will reduce. Their population, their total number will reduce. When you come here, farming activities, because of farming activities, some living things will die. Some too, they will lose their natural home. That is the effect. Here too, for our hunting activities kill or reduces the population of animals in the forest or in an ecosystem. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Look at this and tell me what you see. Have you seen it? Let's watch it again. Tell me, what do you see here? What do you see here? So you see a man here with a gun. You see an animal here. This is the natural home for the animal. You take your gun, you go there to kill the animal. What do you think will happen to the total number of animals in the area? If every day you go there and kill one animal, what happens is that the number, the population, we are talking about the total number of people or things in an area. So here, the population of this animal, because every day they are being killed by hunters, the total number will reduce, the population will reduce. So look at it, the interaction, the effects. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Let's look at the next one. Look at it. Take your time and look at it. So, what do you see here? Look at it. Okay. So you see, this is predation. In this case, the tiger is chasing the rabbits. Is it yes, rabbits. The tiger is chasing the rabbits. The tiger wants to kill the rabbit and eat it. Have you seen this? So the interactions that happen in the ecosystem, one of the effects is that the number of animals in the ecosystem reduces because of predation. The predator is this animal. This is the predator. And the prey is this one. This is a prey. Always predator kill the prey. So that is what you should understand. Today we have learned about the interaction in the ecosystem. Let's go back. We have learned about the interaction in the ecosystem. Interactions in the ecosystem. We have seen the effect of the interaction on living things. Okay, so I believe if you have any question, if you are asked any question, you'll be able to answer all of them for me. Okay. Let me read a summary. So an ecosystem is an interaction between living things and non-living things in their environment. Some interactions in the ecosystem have effects on the lives and quality of both the living and non-living things. Okay, so these are exercises. Exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3. We have home assignment 1, home assignment 2. So this is what you are supposed to do as your exercises and your home assignments. I believe you have enjoyed the lesson. Take your time and watch the video again. The book is there. Take your time, read it, you understand it. Your teachers, your parents are all there. If you need assistance, go to them, they will help you. If you still want to reach out to me, the number is here. WhatsApp me and then I'll try my best to answer all your questions for you. We are bringing the lesson to a close, but as usual, this platform is for educational purpose. We only teach here, and we teach you what you are learning in the classroom, what your teachers are teaching in the classroom. That is what we do here. So all the time, make sure you come here to learn something. Tell your friends to come to Kokromoti, look for Kokromoti and learn. Kokromoti series, we are on YouTube, we are on TikTok, we are on Facebook. Our books are also available. You can get copies if you call. the number here. Apart from science, we have Asante tree, we have Ekuapem tree. They are all good. They are all good. We have basic 1 to basic 6. If you need copies, just call. We will make sure you get copies. Once again, my name is Paul Williams. Bye bye.